The spinal serotonergic pathways are reportedly involved in the control of urethral continence reflexes that prevent stress urinary incontinence. Previous studies described that serotonin receptor subtypes 5-HT1A and 2C respectively reduce and enhance the urethral continence reflex during sneezing in rats. However, because there are other multiple excitatory and inhibitory serotonin receptors, the overall effects of serotonin system on the urethral function remain to be elucidated. So we examine the effects of serotonin depression induced by PCPA that inhibits serotonin synthesis and serotonin 2C or 7 subtype agonists on urethral baseline activity and reflex contractions during sneezing in rats. So we investigate the effects of intraperitoneal application of PCPA and intravenous application of a serotonin 2C agonist or serotonin 7 agonist on newly evoked urethral continence reflexes during sneezing. Systemic pretreatment of PCPA for 2 days reportedly results in 95% depletion in brain serotonin content. And we measured the amplitude of urethral pressure responses during sneezing and urethral baseline pressure using a microtransducer-tipped catheter. So we measured sneeze-induced leak point pressure, the lowest pressure value that induces fluid leakage from the urethral orifice. Pre-drug sneeze-induced responses were measured before intravenous application of each serotonin subtype receptor agonist or antagonist in PCPA pre-treated rats. So in PCPA pre-treated rats, serotonin 2C or 7 significantly increased AURS and UBP. In PCPA pre-treated rats, serotonin 2C or serotonin 7 agonist also significantly increased sneeze-induced leak point pressure. The effect of each receptor agonist was blocked by each receptor antagonist. So the conclusion, the results of this study indicate that activation of serotonin receptors as a whole enhances the active urethral closure reflex during sneezing, and serotonin 2C and serotonin 7 receptors have facilitatory roles in urethral continence mechanisms in rats. Thank you.
Is open for discussion?
Thaddeus Brink, Medtronic. I have a quick question about what you think the role of these receptors are, given that they're G-protein coupled receptors, and I don't tend to think of those reaction times as being something that would be acutely helping. So do you think this is a basal tone issue in terms of facilitating the urethral closure?
We applied the drugs before 30 minutes, and then we measured each pressures.
Right. So do you think that the role of the serotonin in these receptors is a kind of basal tone, and so the idea being trying to promote the activity of those receptors kind of in a long-lasting way? Is that the idea? Both. Okay.
Peter.
So the answer was both, if you didn't hear it. Peter was here from Utrecht, Netherlands. Most of the serotonins have central effects. Is this very specific, or is this also expected to have central effects?
It's an application intravenously, so it affects on central system and peripheral system, I think.
Excuse me, do you have, what you know about these receptors, are they also in the brain or in the central cord? If you move this to the clinic, that will be over 10 years. Will it be?
I didn't confirm where
Okay.
it's
You
affected.
don't know.
Okay, thank you. We'll move on. That's for future work, Peter, to see where they are then in the body.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.